Yeah, how bad do you wish you could grow a full-on beard though, man?
I'm over it now, man.
No, you ain't.
I don't know. I'm pretty bad.
Yeah. I was never bothered about it, to be fair. I never wanted like a full-on beard. I didn't even want like the amount that I sort of have now because I used to clean shave, but now I'm older, I like it a bit more. It looks a bit more distinguishing, that, you know what I mean? Shapes your face a little bit as well, but
I remember in school where you were just like, man, I'm just fucking sick of shaving. And I was like, man, I wish I could grow it.
yeah. Yeah, I used to clean shave all the time because I didn't even like having even a 5 o'clock shadow or any stubble. And even now, to be fair, like there's times where maybe like a year ago, if you remember, like I grew it for as long as I could be arsed, and I actually had like quite a bushy fucking beard. But it gets to a point where people say you have to overcome it and start oiling it and shit because it feels like the bristles of a brush, man, like proper just like straight, and it feels horrible on your face. So I'd never let it get to like that point. As soon as it starts feeling like that again, I just trim it down to a certain length now. But I can't have a full on beard either, man. But I also now can't be clean shaved.
Yeah. I think it suits you better, like grown, but like trimmed to the point of you've still got a fucking chin and like a jawline. You know what I mean?
Mm, yeah, I don't like it too bushy. And if you listen, you can't really see, but I don't really get it like under my lip here. Like it's not as thick here, so I think this looks a bit daft. And the hairs, I like blonde there, but I think that's from just fucking going down on women too much. I think it's literally like dyed it blonde. I think it's legitimately what happens. I think genuinely.
Been bleached.
Yeah, I actually like looked it up before, and it's true. It can happen. So I think it genuinely is okay. As well.
Okay, no. Slow it down.
So yeah, that's how we're opening up episode fucking 17. I guess just fucking pussy licking
Yeah.
and beards.
Fucking cunnilingus beard, man.
Yeah. So
Man,
go on. Where you going?
do you ever just fucking forget how to swallow, man?
All the time.
Do you?
All the fucking time.
Really? Because I was eating dinner earlier and like we didn't have the TV on, so it was just pretty quiet. And like I swallowed some food and it was proper like dead noisy. And I was like, shit, is that how we usually swallow food? And then I like chewed some up, and then I just couldn't remember. Like, how do I fucking swallow food usually?
For
Been
me,
chewing solids for 30 years.
last year, obviously, I had like throat surgery, and before then, and since then, I, I, I do, man. Like, I think a genuine like concern of mine that I do think about from time to time, and you almost witnessed it on fucking mic once, is choking. Like, I do think
Yeah.
I'm gonna choke sometime. I think that's why I've never been able to like swallow tablets or anything, and like. Until I had my throat surgery, it turns out that I had a tonsil that was literally like 90% of my throat. So I did actually have a closed throat. But now, like, that's gone. Like, I still feel that way. Like, I feel like my throat will like close up from time to time, and I do need to swallow. And then sometimes I'll swallow, and then it just feels like, I forgot, I can't know how to do it. And I feel like a strain, like in my neck. So,
I don't
yeah.
think this was going to be a relatable one, man. But yeah.
It probably wouldn't be to 99% of other people. Like, yo, do you ever get to swallow? And they're like, what the fuck you mean, man? But I'm like, yeah, man, I do. I fucking do, man. I
Yeah.
feel that struggle.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just lying in bed, man, like just laying flat on my back, and I kind of just become aware of myself. I think, what if I just swallow my tongue in a minute? And then start swallowing with it further forward.
Let me ask you
Because it's
this:
so long,
how
isn't
bad do you want to swallow right now?
it?
'Cause
Now
I'm
you've made me
swallowing
think
now.
of it.
Yeah, it's like I'm just like it's like I can almost feel my Adam's apple now. Imagine if people listening, if you're listening, get to this point, let us know if you needed to swallow by hearing us say it. It's like if we was talking about yawning, someone out there would be yawning, listening.
It's like, yeah, it's like when you say, make someone aware that they're manually breathing.
Yeah, so oh,
And
man,
then,
don't put that on me.
yeah, you start breathing like
So,
you was before, but then
bro,
you
you put me
stop.
on manual mode. Don't do that to me, man.
Yeah. Like, how far in was it before? I can't remember.
Yeah, yeah.
How good
But
does Fable look, man?
does look good. But what I'll say about that, because I tuned in, to be fair, put it in like our Discord chat and that Xbox is having a direct, and like, while I do, well, I've always been in favour of PlayStation more than Xbox. I'm still overall regardless of console wars or what I play on primarily, like I'm just a fan of video games. So if someone's releasing something about cool games coming out, I'll tune in for the most part. Or if I can't catch it or can't be asked to watch the live stream, I'll watch like the trailers they release for the individual games just on YouTube for the next coming days when they put them out and that. But I tuned in because I thought, fuck it, like I heard that they were going to show Fireball, and obviously I'm interested in that. But they showed one, man, and it was like it was longer than Fireball, and it was just about some game. And it was quite cool, but it was about some game that you make like pottery, and then you make them characters and stuff, and then you fight each other. And it was whatever. But they spent about half an hour on this game, and I was like, okay. And then 10 minutes before that came on, it was like some game that just looked mediocre. Actually, what was it? I can't remember. I can't remember what it was. Um, and then Fireball came out, and I was like, okay, this looks good. But Xbox, they're losing the console war. I even looked it up after because I was like, I was like, I don't know what Xbox's play is here because they're losing almost 3 times the amount of consoles sold this generation. Like, I think I looked up and it was like 36 million Xbox consoles sold. And I think it was almost 90 something million for PlayStation 5s. So like almost 3 times less consoles sold. And then the games that they're putting out, I was like, man, like Fireball looks good, but it's also coming to PlayStation. It's not even an Xbox exclusive anymore. And I think even Halo, their remake that's coming out at the end of this year or whatever, that's coming also to PlayStation. Gears have just come to PlayStation. Don't know what Xbox is doing, man. Like, I feel like we're seeing a big company sort of like dying a little bit. Like, they're gonna have to
Yeah.
adapt. It's not gonna be consoles. They've got to do something different, man, because Nintendo were never in it, are they? They're never in the console war talk because they're just doing their own fucking thing, really, and they're successful doing it. They're in their own sort of like mini bubble over here. It's usually Xbox and PlayStation always go head to head, but some years have been close. Some years Xbox might have tipped it, but I think only the Xbox 360 is the only one that tipped it. But then since then, PlayStation have been better sold. But this generation, literally 3 times the amount. It's crazy work, man. So
Yeah.
I don't know what
I
Xbox
think
are going to do going forward.
Yeah, I think 360 took it in terms of sales and like, performance. But
Yeah.
I think hardware wise, like PlayStation took it back then. But obviously PS3 got delayed, didn't it? So it came out like a few months later, which
after,
hurt it
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
But I think PS3 actually made a comeback and overtook 360 back then
I
for
did
sales.
think that when I said it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think Xbox was way ahead, but PlayStation was delayed, and then over a few months, PlayStation came back and exceeded the sales. But even in terms of like GPU and RAM and everything, like PS still had more. But for me, it's always been just the exclusives, like what games are there. And obviously, Xbox could compete when it was Gears of War and Halo, and like all them franchises were quite fresh. But
where are they
like
now,
you
man?
say, that they're losing their exclusives. The games have gone shit, and like PlayStation exclusives are just far superior. And then at the end of the day, you got PC as well, where you can play the Xbox games anyway.
And they're coming out with new stuff. So like, it just seems Xbox when it starts slipping, or PlayStation are doing cool things, it seems like Xbox will be like, oh, here's a Halo. Whereas like PlayStation will release like a Ghost of Tsushima, and they're like, oh, this is a new thing and fucking huge, like a God of War. Yeah, it's a retelling sort of sequel of it, but even Spider-Man, like they just think fuck it. Like Xbox have bought Activision, Call of Duty and stuff now. Like they've got big fucking IPs. I don't know what they're doing over there. I don't know if they've got big plans in the work. I know they released like a sort of handheld console recently, kind of like a Steam Deck. But I think that was like almost $1,000 or something. Like it's ridiculous. And like the Game Pass is quality, but about 2 hours ago that we're recording this, I literally just signed up for a month of PlayStation Plus because I'm starting to think even PlayStation Plus is beating the Xbox fucking Game Pass. And I've never said that. I think all PlayStation need to do to beat the Game Pass for me is when a new game comes out, you get it day one, like Game Pass. Like if a new God of War released and you had PS Plus, it's there on the store for you to just download day one and get it. That's what Xbox do, but PlayStation don't do that. If they did that, Xbox Game Pass wouldn't even spoke about, man.
Yeah, I'd pay 20 quid a month for that.
Yeah, easy. Imagine just getting the new fucking God of War, Ghost, and the Spider-Man, just like, oh, just because I already pay that a year, whatever. Sound.
Yeah. But again, it's kind of like Nintendo's, like, what's the fucking word? Like, just the way they do things. Like they don't, like you say, they don't need to fucking compete or do anything crazy because their shit's just working. Like PlayStation's just works as well. You know what I mean? Do they need to compete with Game Pass because they're winning anyway?
Yeah, I've always been like a fan of Nintendo. I've always got the latest thing from them, which I think some people wouldn't expect from me. Because when I do tell people how much like love Nintendo, people are kind of surprised by my knowledge of it. But I've always kind of been in love with it. To be fair, like it's not something that I guarantee buy every year. Like if they're releasing a new console, I'm never like, yes, I can't wait. But I just get them because I like the look of them. And usually Nintendo, to be fair to them, like are quite innovative. If you think about like the stuff they've done over the years, like they've changed a lot of stuff in gaming. Like some can be looked at like gimmicky, maybe like the Wii, but look how fucking big that was when that first came out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
um, but yeah, I'm always a fan of Nintendo, but I don't like a lot of the stuff they do. Like they're charging like £80 for like a game. You know what I mean? For like Mario Kart, and it's
yeah,
like I got it, and I got it with a bundle, so it weren't £80 technically. But like, I don't like the idea of paying £80 for a game, especially a game like Mario Kart. Like, there's people out there that probably play it all year round and play it online and still get out of it. But once I've done like all the races and like sort of freestyled on it, sometimes I don't even do that. Like, that's it. I'll put the game down until like something big releases, then I might jump on now and again. But £80 for that. That ain't bang for buck for me. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's a bit of a weird area at the minute because they've always been lesser hardware and lesser prices on the games, but since they've kind of stepped up to current gen ish,
Well,
they've
Final
they've
Fantasy
just thought,
remake got released on it yesterday or the day before, and
hmm,
that looks incredible on it. Like
yeah,
people are
it's like
surprised by how well it runs and how good it looks, and that's like a beautiful looking game. And it's like you can't say that it's old technology anymore. Like Switch 2 hits, man. It's a good fucking console.
that's pretty crazy, yeah. But I think, well, in that case, then I mean, you know, if they're kind of current gen hardware, should they bring current gen prices? And at the end of the day, they've got their own big exclusives as well, so they can just put their price on them.
Yeah, I think Cyberpunk was one of the first games that released on the Switch 2, and just on its little cartridge, like runs fucking really nice and smooth and stuff like Cyberpunk. Like it's a good console to be fair, the Switch 2, but yeah, I don't like their idea of putting the game prices up as much as they are. Like £80.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot for a game.
It's funny though to think that the Nintendo consoles have always kind of been the side, like the underdog. But if you think of games in general, like of all time, you think of like PlayStation, Xbox, but Mario, Sonic, Zelda, Pokemon, like they're huge fucking staples
I think
of gaming.
Pokemon are bigger than all those franchises that we've mentioned. Pokemon earns billions a year. Obviously, from the merchandise to the games, like Pokemon are a huge fucking industry, man. Like it's a crazy amount, and it's only getting bigger. Yeah, then you got Mario in there again. Who doesn't know Mario? Like you could show that a picture of Mario to anyone in the world, and they at least know
Yeah.
him, or they'll go like wahoo or something. You know what I mean? He's iconic. Everyone knows fucking Mario. Um, so yeah, like that's what I mean. They can sort of stay in their own sort of lane and be like, "We're just going to do this because we've got these great things and people love them." And the thing is, for better or for worse, unlike Xbox type of thing, they don't just keep other than Mario because they might do one of them every year, but they won't just rehash like a big game. They'll like not do one for a while, and they'll bring one out. It's like, oh, we haven't played one of these for years, and it'll be sick, like like a Zelda or something. Like they don't come out
Yeah.
every year, but it takes a few years for one of them to come out. But when it does, it's like, oh, fucking hell, what a game! Like that's what they're good at
But
sometimes too.
yeah, but Xbox is like an act of desperation, and it like, man, what the fuck should we do? Let's
Seems
just
that way.
rebring this. Let's just bring this game back. It's like when a small movie's just like, fuck, it's flopping. Let's get Kevin Hart in it. Like, let's just grab this back. Fucking people will watch it then.
Yeah, that's why I'm nervous about the next big Avengers film. 'Cause it's got Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is one of my favorite beloved villains, man. And I'll kind of want it to just be Doctor Doom. If it's Robert Downey Jr. in it, just playing him, but you never see his face, or there's never a moment of like, Tony. Yeah, like I don't want that. I want like, unless they're cooking up some mad story where it's like, okay, that's fucking clever. But to me, it just seems like, the movies aren't doing as well as they used to. What can we do? Oh, let's get fucking Robert Downey Jr. back. What? Oh, but Iron Man's dead and we don't want to undo that. Oh, no. And like, I don't want that, you know what I mean? And then they have to write around that just for
Yeah.
desperation. Because even Captain America's back. It's like, I don't want
As
desperation.
as as Chris Evans again.
Yeah. He's in like the
Since
one
when?
that there's like they released like 4 trailers recently. One was a Captain America trailer, one was a Thor, one was a like Wakanda and Fantastic Four sort of trailer together, and one was an X-Men trailer.
So
And
he's
that
just fully back.
so like at the end of Endgame when he goes back to his and Peggy's house and they do the dance, you just see
Yeah.
him pulling up on a motorbike and you can't see who it is. And then it like zooms inside the house and he's in there and he's got a baby. And then it like goes dark and it's just like Chris Evans or it says Captain America will return in like Avengers Doomsday. So presumably they go in the past and fetch him back, and he's got a kid in his arms, whatever. It
See,
could be some timeline shit, but it's a bit,
it's
bit
annoying, man.
desperate.
That's the thing. Like, it is probably written through desperation to just bring characters back, but it takes away it takes away consequence in your mind. Like when you saw him, turn old at the end of
It's wrapped
fucking
it up
Endgame or
lovely.
whatever. Yeah, but you get that feeling of like oh no, like I'm gutted he's gone. Like I'm happy that I can imagine he's spent his life with her and like they've had a happily ever after. But like I'm so disappointed. He's like a good character. He's gone out with the film, and then you feel all those emotions, and then it's just like, oh, he's back. Like there's no consequence there. It's like
Yeah,
why bother doing anything? You might as well just kill the whole cast, and well, they killed half of them. But in your head, it's like, yeah, they'll just be back though. Like I ain't worried.
yeah. I'm hoping that it's just Robert Downey Jr. in the mask, and there's not. I was talking about this the other day, and I was saying I wish they just went with someone else, even though I think Robert Downey Jr. will nail it just because he's great. But like, I don't want it to be addressed ever. I kind of just want it to be him in the mask because, like, in the canon, canonically, Doctor Doom never really takes off his mask. That's a thing. People don't know him. Um, so if he's like that and never takes his mask off, great. I don't want it. I don't want him to take it off, and there'll be a sort of like, Tony, I thought you was what? And then there's got a whole thing like, oh, he's an Iron Man, and then like Spider Man's trying to fight him but conflicted because he's like, I'm beating up Tony. I don't want none of that. And I also don't want him to show his face and then it also not be addressed or acknowledged either. Like I don't want anything.
Yeah, but surely if he's never going to be revealed, why would they fucking pay millions for Robert to just fucking
Because
play?
it has to be someone. Because Doom's big. He's like maybe bigger than Thanos in the comics and stuff in terms of like the character people probably want. But obviously they made Thanos huge in the movies and stuff like that. In terms of like status, like not physically. But like in the comics, obviously the Infinity Gauntlet saga is huge, but the Secret Wars saga is up there. And Doom is like a much more fleshed out and better character, I think, than Thanos. Thanos in the comics is a bit shit. He has a helicopter, like a Thanos
Oh, yeah.
copter. The reason he's doing this isn't for resources and stuff like his motive was in the films. It was to impress Lady Death because she doesn't respect him.
What does he say again? Hey, Spider-Man, it's me, Thanos. What does he say?
Yeah, so something fucking like that. But it is cheesy. But like the movies made him cool, and they actually made his motive like I can see it from his side. Like he thinks he's doing good, and he's not stopping until like like he even says a quote in the movie saying like, "And I'll rest on a grateful universe" or something. Because what he thinks he's doing for the greater good of the universe. But like Doom, he's a real fleshed out character. He's like a super genius. Like he's cool. He's badass as fuck. Like in one of the comics, he literally punches through Thanos and like rips his fucking skeleton out. Like he's a fucking cool character. And it's like, but it's Robert Downey Jr. playing him. It's like, I don't want gimmicks with him. He's already a badass fucking character. Like let it be the character because it's amazing. You don't need to zhuzh it up by adding some fucking, Robert Downey Jr. business with it.
That's the thing, though. I just think if they're gonna pay his wage to be in the film, surely he's gonna be in the film. Like you wouldn't put fucking Leonardo DiCaprio as a stormtrooper because you're paying him to not be him. You know what I mean? It could be anyone behind a fucking mask.
Early on, when Marvel movies started becoming big, and I'm talking like when they weren't that great, when like the first Daredevil was coming out and stuff, people used to talk about that, like actors saying that like it's a bad thing to play a comic book hero because like people don't know it's you because you're covered all the time. So they don't like they didn't people wouldn't take roles where you would wear a mask. I remember seeing stuff about like the V for Vendetta because there's a mask and people don't like it because you want to be seen and recognized as an actor. It's like if you're in a costume, it's like that could be fucking anyone. But now I think like people would love to fucking play a superhero. You know what I mean? So it's changed, but it's a good point. Yeah, like I feel like he's gonna obviously show his face, even in. I don't know if you've seen it, but like at the end of Fantastic Four, you kind of
I was
see
gonna,
him a
I
little
was gonna
bit.
say, is it him from the original Fantastic Four when he turns to metal? Is that him?
That's the character, Victor Von Doom. But
Yeah.
in that film, because he was up there with them when the cosmic shit started happening, and he just started like fucking melting basically. But in the comics, he disfigures his own face. There's iterations where he does it by accident, by experimenting with shit, and there's some where he does it because he just wants to fucking close off and be like unrecognizable. And he's like super genius. Like Reed Richards as Mr. Fantastic is like, I think even proclaimed to be like one of the smartest, if not the smartest person being in all of Marvel. Like he's got the ability to be, but I think Doom's right up there with him. But Mr. Fantastic just always bests him. But Doctor Doom is like incredibly fucking super genius smart, but also super powerful. So I'm excited because I want Doom, and if they've not brought Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. back as Captain America and Iron Man from a move of desperation, which it does seem it because obviously since they've been on on the screens with them, the numbers have dropped because the quality of the films hasn't been as good. So if this is like a sort of like, we'll get them back, we'll get the fucking asses back in the seats, let's just do this, makes me nervous.
Mm.
But I'm hoping they're cooking something up and they're doing something. I was like, okay, that was smart and fair fucking play. Like they're playing chess when I thought they were playing checkers type of thing. But I don't know. It could be a desperation fucking move from them.
You think Deadpool will ever be in the mainline movies?
He might be in this. I don't
How do you
think
feel
that.
about that though? Because he's so fourth wall, but the other movies are quite serious. Like, how do you think that will mix in?
I think amazingly.
Yeah, I think like maybe if just he's breaking the fourth wall and just being like, man, look at all these fuckers fighting.
Yeah, because Wolverine's in it and he's a serious guy and doesn't play jokes, and that was good to be like he was serious, but like he joked, but he didn't take away from like he didn't make Wolverine look silly. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
kind of like a thing. But I want a Deadpool and Spider Man interaction because some of my favorite comics that I've read is them two sort of doing the stuff, and Spider Man's constantly trying to stop Deadpool from killing, and like, no man, pull your punches a bit. And Deadpool's like, nah, fuck that. Like they have funny interactions because they're both quippy and dickheads type of thing.
Yeah.
And I think Tom Holland and Ryan Reynolds will have good chemistry and stuff on the screen as well. But yeah, I actually hope he is. I don't think it's been announced. They've announced pretty much everyone fucking else, but I reckon there's some surprise in there still. But they've got all the original X-Men in there and stuff. So
You think it'll be like Pedro Pascal as well? Will he be in the main
yeah,
as
all
Mr.
that,
Fantastic?
yeah, all them are in it. Yeah, they were in the trailer. Well, the Thing from that film meets like M'Baku in the latest trailer, so they met up with like the Wakandans. So yeah, I think everyone, even like Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, was shown off in the X-Men trailer. And
Which trailer is this for? I've not seen these.
The Doomsday, like the next one that's coming out. To be fair, like I said, there's 4
I've
trailers
not seen
in it. There was one of Thor, and he's just like praying to the All Fathers and stuff. And it's like it's a cool, like they're making Thor like really serious. It seems, and like one of the comments I saw on like Reddit, and it was like a cool trailer. 'Cause it's just him talking and like praying and saying, let this be my last fight and all this type of stuff. And it's like that's how cool and powerful that Doctor Doom is, that it's making like Thor pray and beg to his knees, like, please let me fucking do it. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, that's fucking quite cool because Thor's obviously hard as fuck. So I'm hoping they make Doom some fucking real badass, but I don't know. I trust them, but like I said, I hope in a desperation move, but we'll see. It's like 26th or 23rd of December this year, I think it comes out. So it's the very end of the year.
Yeah. So what about Thingy then? What about new Captain America?
Yeah, he'll be in there, yeah.
With Thingy, yeah. What's his name?
The Falcon now. Oh, Anthony Mackie, yeah.
But if he just comes back and he's like, yeah, I'm going to do it again, mate, like, fuck off. You put your wings back on. I'm doing this.
I don't think it'll be a stay. I think it'll be some timeline shit because it looks like he's in the house with a kid. He'll probably just go back and grab him, and it could even be brief. But um, I don't think he'll be like back in the mainline series. I think he's just back for this. Because to be fair, like in the actual Secret Wars original comic, Doom makes this world, which is probably what they're gonna do now, where he like links a bunch of fucking universes together, and it's called Battle World. So it'll literally have like the Fantastic Four tower there, and then the Avengers tower, and it'll have like Wakanda there. Like it's literally just like a battle world of universes merged. So it would be like different universes of people fighting. That's how I think they introduced Miles Morales into the original series. Um, because he was a Spider-Man from another universe, and then he was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And so they'll probably do something like that where they'll just pull him in to fight, and they're like, "Oh, you're Captain America from this universe, whatever. We need you to fight because there's a, some Mortal Kombat tournament in this fucking universe. Come scrap." And they're like, "Yeah, fuck it." Um,
Yeah.
but we'll see. I think it could potentially be peak Marvel again, but it could also be like, "Oh, that's a bit cheesy. You've tried a bit too hard there to get viewers back." But I think they pushed out too much, and it was quantity over quality. But now they've took a step back. They've released only a couple TV shows and a couple movies now, rather than pumping loads out. And the quality's been better. Like I really enjoyed Thunderbolts. I enjoyed Fantastic Four. I enjoyed even Ironheart, the TV show they did. Like, and that's a character I wouldn't even like or love, but I thought that was really good. Um, so they are on a bit of an upswing again because they've slowed down the process. And I think the new Spider-Man comes out before that this year. And it's got the Punisher in. So
Hmm.
it's got the Punisher and the Hulk in apparently. Well, not apparently. I think the Hulk's been rumored for a while. I don't know whether that's actually been fully confirmed. I think it might be actually, but John Bernthal's Punisher is definitely in it and stuff as well. So that'll be fucking. I'm looking forward to that quite a lot.
It's crazy how up to date with it you are, man. I can't stick with the series. There's too many of them.
I'll go watch other ones on opening night in the cinema, and then I'll watch the series when it releases. To be fair, all of that shit though, like that's my jam. You know what I mean? Like comic books, I've read them since I was a kid and shit at times. So it's just movie form of what I've always enjoyed. So
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like I say, I like the Punisher. I like the season 1 of the Punisher. And then did it get canned after season 2? But then it came back to like Disney or something.
yeah, because there were Netflix time as Daredevil, and then Netflix cancelled them all because Disney bought Marvel. And then Disney eventually has brought it all back recently. They did a recent Daredevil TV show, and the Punisher's in that again as well. And the Daredevil TV shows are fucking great. The Netflix ones, the Disney one, good show, man. Recommend Daredevil if anyone's if anyone's never watched it. Like, they're so good. They're so brutal as well, man. Because you just think what they do a good job of is like they make characters like Hawkeye. Like no one gives a fuck about Hawkeye. It's probably some people's favorite out there, and has been since the '60s, whatever. But he's a bit of a dead character. But the movies will make these characters cool and mainstream. Same as the Guardians of the Galaxy. They were never big in the comics, but people love them now. Like they make these characters lovable because they translate to the screen and how they do these personalities. But in the comics, no one gave a fuck about Star Lord or Rocket Raccoon. Like no one gave a fuck about Rocket at all. Now he's like kids know him and know what he does and his catchphrase and shit. So they do a good job of doing stuff like that. But Daredevil's like a great show. And to be fair, like the Daredevil comics are brutal. Like they're some of my favourite, to be fair. Like the Alex Miller, I think it's called. Great comics, man. The Daredevils are, but TV show's brutal. It's good.
Yeah. I know obviously the comics have existed since fucking, like 100 years, fucking Spider-Man, like 1930 or whatever it was. But I'm completely in the dark of reading any of them at all, so that the movies are just it for me. But is it a bit of a curse sometimes to know the reference material and have to compare it with the movies? Is it like, oh, that just wouldn't happen, or you kind of know what's coming as well? Like,
so it's a bit of a double-edged sword. So when they put like Easter eggs in these things, like if you know type of thing, like, oh, I like that little detail, like that's cool. I like moments like that. It's like if you know, you know. But yeah, there is like sometimes like an expectation to a character, and when they don't meet it, he's like, like for instance, in the latest Fantastic Four, they made Silver Surfer a woman, and I was fucking devastated about that. 'Cause Silver Surfer was one of my favorite fucking characters. Even design from a design perspective, he's so simple, just a silver naked dude on a surfboard, whatever. But his story, his origin, some of my favorite comics that I've read as a kid was him. Like I used to just look looking at the pictures, and they made it a woman. I was like, ah, it ain't like what I visualize in my head as like the character I love. And she was great to be fair, and I enjoyed the character in that. Like I actually thought like it was a good Silver Surfer, but because I fell in love with that character and how it looks and his story and stuff, that when it weren't that, it's like it's something I gotta get over. But if you don't know and you're like, oh, it's just Silver Surfer, you're happy to accept that it's a cool character in that way. But when you fall in love with it in its source material and then the change any detail, it's like, oh, I don't know if I like that change because it's a change of something I love. It's like making fucking Superman Asian or something. It would have bugged me. It's like, he's a white farmer dude. You know what I mean? He's Clark Kent.
Just a really,
not Clark
just a
Kent
really,
too.
just a really thin fucking laser beam.
Fucking bowl cut.
His laser eyes just dead skinny, like dead shallow.
yeah, it would bug me. But like, I'm someone that has never really gave a fuck about Harry Potter, to be fair. And obviously they're doing that TV show, not HBO. And like Kyron, who's been on this podcast, he's a big fan of Harry Potter. So is my other friends, to be fair. It does feel like I'm in the massive minority about my feelings on Harry Potter. It seems everyone loves it, man, but I could never give a fuck about it for some reason. Never just gravitated towards me. But obviously they're doing a lot of casting for this. I think the guy that plays Harry looks great. But I think like, I don't know if it's Dumbledore, but they've made a couple of characters like black, and it's bugged a lot of people. And like to me on the outside, I'm like, who gives a fuck? But like I can understand it because if like I said, if they did a Batman film and they made Bruce Wayne and he was a black dude, it's like like make another character. Like you ain't got to change Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne's meant to be depicted as a white dude. I wouldn't like him, like I said, Asian or whatever. Like I wouldn't like him British. He's meant to be like Gotham and it's meant to be like American dark. Like I don't want a British Bruce Wayne either. Like you've got these characters are wrote specifically because that's their background or culture or whatever. Like you can't just be changing it. And like people will say, I don't mind it if it kind of works from time to time, but it's like imagine if they did a white Black Panther, they'd be fucking uproar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that wouldn't be acceptable.
Yeah, I think you should just stick to the origin of the character's story. Like you don't need to woke it up with a different character. Like when there's talks of 007 being black, like Idris Elba, like James Bond, that's fine because it's an interchangeable bloke, ain't it? But if someone's got an origin story of a certain race or whatever, just keep it that way. Like we don't need to woke it up.
Yeah, and like that's what I mean. Like say Batman, for instance, like his parents come out the theater, they get shot in an alleyway. He grows up an orphan, a multi-billionaire orphan, becomes Bruce Wayne, eventually becomes Batman. But if you have that exact same story where he's black, it's like, like you've changed something. Like if you're gonna have because then in that argument, 007, it's a code name, so you can give it to anyone. The agent is the agent, you know what I mean? But in that same vein, anyone could be Batman if you put the suit on, martial arts. But you can't be also Bruce Wayne. You got to be a different guy that takes up the mantle of Batman. You can't be Bruce Wayne and black or white or whatever.
But what I'm saying isn't in the 007 universe, it's a different bloke, isn't it? Like it is a different guy in the story, but Batman's always the first Batman. You know what I mean? Like Batman in its own film, whichever generation it's from, is the only Batman.
Actually,
so
let me
it should be the same character.
So I'm never someone that's ever really liked James Bond either, to be fair. And like it ticks a lot of my boxes, but for some reason I never got into them either. I enjoyed the games when I was a kid, and the new James Bond game that's coming out looks pretty fucking good too. But is it the same guy? Like in the movies, is it known to be different agents? Like like Sean Connery and then like say Daniel Craig. Is that like considered the same dude in the law, or is it a different agent in the universe of James Bond?
I know fuck all about it, but I assumed it was like this 007's done. We're getting a new one in. Like I thought the movies acknowledged that it's a different bloke, just filling that new role.
Because if that's meant to be believed that this is the same dude for all these years and doing all this stuff, I don't know how I'd feel about that. So I hope for like their sake that it's that way, because I couldn't watch it and think like, oh, I'm meant to believe this is fucking, Sean Connery.
Well, I don't know, because I'm sure I saw at one of the 007 films once, and there was like a 006 in it. It was
I
like a
don't
different
know.
bloke.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about James Bond, man. People are probably fucking screaming at us because I think James
Yeah,
Bond's beloved as well, isn't he?
yeah, we shouldn't have said this.
Like, I ain't ashamed of it. It's all right to say you don't know something. You know what I mean? Like, it just don't. Same as Harry Potter. It's just, I don't know. It just missed me when I was a kid. I grew up and Harry Potter was huge, like the films, and I watched them back then. And obviously, it gripped 99% of my fucking generation, whenever. But like, I was just like, I just think it's a bit corny. And I don't know if it's because prior to that, my favourite film was already like Terminator and stuff. You know what I mean? It weren't kiddie stuff really. So when Harry Potter, and it was like fucking just magic and wands and shit. And it was like that was just their out for everything. It was like, oh fuck, we're in this situation. Oh no, I've got a wand. Like, let's just get us out
Yeah.
of this. You know what I mean? It's like I kind of always thought it was a little bit too cheesy for me. But I don't know why, because I do like cheesy stuff from time to time, and like it hasn't got to be dark and gritty. But Harry Potter missed me, man. I don't know what it is. I could never get into it even now.
Yeah, I never watched them, to be fair, until I was like fucking 25 or something. But I do enjoy them. Like, I don't mind them. I think they're alright. I've seen them all probably twice now. So, like, not massive, like, on it like some people. I've fucking seen it 100 times, but I enjoy them.
Yeah,
I do prefer the later ones where they start to get, like, gritty and dark and that.
that's what people say. Like when I say I've barely watched them, say just watch the later ones, and like I think I have, but I think I think it's definitely how I was what part one and part two. But I think part one I've never seen all the way through in one sitting. I think I've seen like in fucking bits at different times. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's been my whole. When I watched the ones as a kid, I even went to the cinema to watch one of them way early on as a kid. With my friend Joe, we both went with his mom, like maybe the fourth one, I think it was. And I didn't mind it. It's like it's whatever, but like I don't love it or like or want to go to Harry Potter World or reference it. And you know what fucking pisses me off about it, to be fair, and I bring this up all the time, the character names, man. They are ridiculous. I fucking hate the character names in that. They are ridiculous. I actually want to Google like they are shit. Um and I think this is why, because it's just cheesy names, man.
It's just a little plucky British kids show, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's just fucking awful names, though, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it adds to what I was saying, like the cheesiness. For one, Hufflepuff. Come on, man. I meant to
That's a
think
house
about.
name.
I know it's a house name, but I meant they're talking about that, like, and the stakes and that, and it's like, oh, I want to be in that house and stuff. And I meant to take that seriously, but it's just fucking Hufflepuff. Like, come on, man. That's a shit name, mate, to be fair. I did see a list before of the names. I'm trying to find it now, but
It's as if it was designed for fucking 8-year-olds, isn't it, man?
well, she wrote it for her kids, I think.
Yeah, but she's transphobic, actually, so.
Yeah.
She's a racist, man.
I don't know if she's racist. I think she
No, I just threw it out there.
Oh yeah, you're just fucking being libelous. Like I think she
Allegedly.
openly said that she hated like Daniel Radcliffe and like the cast to portray her characters. I think she's like slammed them all massively. To be fair, like because I think she's proper pressing for this new TV show 'cause it's closer to the books and her visual of how the characters were portrayed and look and stuff. So I think she's up for this new one, but I think she's August Filch. Come on, man. August Filch.
There's some better ones than that.
Barty Crouch Jr.
I don't know who that is.
Come on, man. Bellatrix Lestrange. That's a porn star name, man.
Yeah, man. She gives it in the film. She's a bit of a dirty rat, man. You'd like her.
Kingsley Shacklebolt. Come on, man. Harry Potter is fucking shit. And I'm sick of pretending that it's not, man. Fuck Harry Potter.
The names. The names have tipped you over the edge.
They're awful. They are awful, though, aren't they? Like they're dead, just daft. There's there's worse ones. There's definitely fucking worse ones, but anyway, yeah, fuck Harry Potter, man.
Yeah, man. Our holiday's booked, innit?
Yep. Budapest.
Budapest.
About 5 weeks, I think. We'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the 6th.
6th of March, yeah. Me and Ryan going fucking Budapest and then driving to Vienna. I think we have spoken about it now before, but the original plan was to go to Vienna, like Austria, wasn't it? But we actually found out that it was better to go to Budapest and do it the other way around. So, yeah.
Yeah, no
booked.
layover and cheaper.
Yeah. And I think genuinely a better city from the stuff I've looked into. Like, I think Vienna looks cool and beautiful and stuff, but I think it's just things to do. I think Budapest has more of a scene where, like, Vienna's like an old city. Like, there's not much going on there, really. You know what I mean? Not that I need anything going on, but in terms of, like, you know, enjoyability, I guess, and things to just do rather than just walk around and look at old buildings. You know,
We definitely need less to be going on, don't we?
oh man, I wish I had nothing going on.
Yeah. I was telling my mum, I was like, going to Budapest. She was like, where's that? I said, Hungary. She was like, where's that? I was like, you don't know Hungary? She's like, I've heard of it. Well, where is it? I was like, it's in between like Romania and fucking Austria. She was like, where are them? I was like, fucking hell. I was like, it's my Skegness.
You know, fucking might as well be. Don't you pull out your fucking map that you always travel with?
Yeah, my fucking A5 WAP open.
Chuck a fucking A to Z on a lap. Yeah, you fucking find it out.
Yeah. But yeah, man, should be a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I think I spoke about it, like obviously personally, not on air or whatever, that you know, I don't know actually anyone that's been to Budapest, so it's quite a unique one. I think in the world, obviously, many people have been there, and it's a popular destination. But I think it's unique enough to be like, what'd you go there for? Like, if we post it on social media and on there, they're like, what the fuck's there for them? Like, people will probably be questioning why the fuck we went to Budapest. But I think doing stuff like that is what's cool though, because you kind of go in. You go to Japan. Even people still ask me when I'm in Japan, "What'd you go there for?" Like, bro, you don't know what's there. Like, what you mean? What'd you go there for? Have you not seen it? Like, it's a fucking amazing, beautiful place. So, like, if people already think that about Japan and they know, in a sense, what that's about, like Budapest, they can be like, "What the fuck? Like, what's there?"
Yeah.
And that's where you find
Think
cool
that way.
shit.
Yeah, and then they eventually become like, if it's really fucking cool and nice there, you'd think it'd eventually just become a place everyone goes, because people don't know about it. But if you go and it's like your fucking top 2 holiday, and you're just like, yo, go there, it's just fucking nice there, and then you start googling it and you're like, yo, it looks fucking cool.
Yeah.
But like, I'm sure at some point Japan was just like, oh, nobody goes there. Like, I mean, even fucking back in like 2010, like fucking people go there now. Like, everyone wants to go there now. But even as recent as like 2010, no one was going there. Like, it was a bit of a niche to know how cool it was. Like, we liked it,
Yeah.
but nobody knew how cool it was until it got trending.
Yeah, I think doing that as well, because I said to you that I want to take a couple long, because we're only going for like a long weekend. I don't know if you said that. We're just going from like a Friday to a Monday, which I think for like cities like same as Amsterdam, around Europe, that's all you need. More than that, and it's like fucking hell, like there's nothing else to do, just walking around. But I want to do a couple trips like that each year. Like if it was up to me, maybe 4. Like each quarter of the year, I do one of them. Which is tough when you're obviously saving for a fucking house. But I think like that's living and it's taking in culture, and especially when you go to places that, you know, if you would have asked me in fucking high school, even like 5 years ago, yo, do you want to go to Hungary? I'd be like, what's there? Like, I
Yeah.
never thought I'd ever go there for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Like there's places that, like Egypt. I'll never give a fuck about going to Egypt or seeing the pyramids and that. Like, if I had the opportunity and someone said, "Here's a free trip to see the pyramids," you know, I'd fucking take it because whatever. But like, it's something that I think's probably cool to see with your eyes. But like, I'm not gonna save my money up and take time off work and stuff to go there and do that. Same as India. But going to the Taj Mahal, seeing it with your eyes is probably like fucking hell. But I'm never gonna save up and go to fucking India, like, unless an opportunity presents itself where I've got to go there for work or whatever reason. That's how I
Yeah,
probably felt about Hungary. There's no
it's the
reason.
it's the malaria for me with the Taj Mahal.
It's
It's the
yeah,
fucking
any
it's the
country,
dysentery putting me off.
yeah, any country where there's like that shit. You gotta have a fucking injection, or you gotta reset before you go there and stuff because you might get diarrhea from the food shit there. Like nah. Same as Brazil.
Yeah,
I bet Brazil's amazing, but you need injections there. There's obviously mad crime there. There's
yeah,
fucking
any bulletproof
disease.
vests and everything.
Yeah. Like, do you get that at fucking, do you get that with your boarding pass?
Fucking off-duty Kevlar.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no interest in going to places where I need an injection, or it's like, oh, look, I hear this. Oh, it's lovely at the resort though, but yeah, you don't want to stray too far from me. I ain't going then.
Yeah, yeah. We've built a little safe bit within the war zone.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. Like, I got told, oh, I went to Jamaica as a kid and we should go one day. I was like, oh, like, I don't know, it's a bit far, and like, I don't know if I'm bothered about Jamaica. And I was like, oh, the resort's really beautiful though, but you don't want to really stray too much from that. Like, oh, so I ain't going then,
Yeah,
because I like to get out
don't
there
go.
and just walk about. And if I can't do that, and then just take one wrong turn and be like, oh fuck,
Yeah,
I'm dead.
just it's lovely. Just don't go past the tree line. It's like Sentinel Island.
As I walk too fucking close, I start seeing all the laser on my chest. Fucking sniper scopes just fucking about to have me. But didn't you say you felt that in New York though? That like you could have just took one wrong turn somewhere and you'd be in like trouble.
Nah, not so much New York. Nah, it was because that was such a big city and so populated. You just it was kind of like so populated that nothing could go on because there were so many people there. If you like walked up to the very edges of the city bit, like it did get a bit slummy and it looked like just out of a fucking gangster film. But it was more, I think it was Paris I was on about with that, where like you'd be in the touristy area and then just go for a little walk and then just look down the street and just be like, yo, fucking hell. It's like a dark alleyway down there. It's probably the same with everywhere, but like it just seemed a bit fucking dirty, but it's out of the nice fucking like glamorized area, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the thing about going to like places like Budapest and these little like trips around Europe and stuff as well is like you could just go there and be like, this is home. Like, this is where I want to fucking live. Like, you don't know what you're missing out on until you go somewhere. Like, what about if we go to Budapest and be like, fuck, like, Hungary is like the place. Like, I want to
Mm.
move here. You know what I mean? You don't know until you go there. So, um, yeah, I'm up for just taking a few trips like that. Like, I think I like the idea of just going on like a booking.com and then just sort of putting like a budget, like minimum and maximum, and just press like everywhere and just see what comes up and think, fuck it, let's just get there and just try it, man. Like, obviously, I'm gonna do research so it ain't somewhere where it's surrounded by a war zone or there's some like mad political fucking thing where there might just be a civil war kicking off at any second. I'm just there fucking going, oh, it's fucking lovely this place is. Meanwhile, there's fucking pitchforks and fucking signs
Yeah.
behind me and shit. Like, yeah, I'm obviously gonna not just throw a dart at a map and go, but like I like the idea of that in principle. Like, just have a dart on the wall, chuck a dart, and then just be like, oh, let's just fucking go there then. But obviously,
Yeah.
the way the world is, man, you can't just really take that risk. Sometimes you've got to look at where you're going.
Yeah, they'll see it as a fucking political attack. Like, oh, you threw a dart at our country. But I think with what you're saying in like trying to juggle it with saving for a house as well. I think when saving gets too like intense and stressful though, like with how cheap these little trips are for like 3 or 4 days, like sub fucking 400 quid. Like what was ours, like 360 if we didn't book the extra on the room.
Yeah.
Like I think to be able to just do that with a fraction of a month's paycheck is gonna give you that little bit to relax and relieve some stress to make
Yeah,
saving
do
up a
every
bit
quarter,
easier.
like I said, that's take £100 off the top of your wage each month. That's £400. That's the trip at the end of that quarter. That's what I mean. Like I want to ideally want to do it for 4 times a year if possible, but obviously stuff comes up, surprising bills come up, and you have to pay for this or that. And I have fucking cats and shit like that. Like recently, it was like 500 and something quid for my cat to have fucking teeth taken out and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like stuff like that will obviously crop up in life. You having your fucking ground rent shit that costs 10 grand each fucking year. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yes, the surprising payments here and there. It's just, the fun of being an adult. But that
But
I
I think
think,
it's that affordable that you can do it, and that will give you the nice like breather to carry on saving because you've de-stressed for a bit.
yeah, let's say on a Budapest, like we did Budapest this year, and then let's say you did the same thing, or let's say just hypothetically me and you did it. Let's say me and you just took 4 trips like that a year. When we look back at the end of the year, we'd be like, "Fuck, what a year!" You know what I mean? I went
Mm.
there, I did this, like, and that weekend we're doing 2, maybe if we can even be asked 3 different countries in that just one weekend. Like, and that's just 4 days, and that costs, like I said, like 350 to 400 quid. You do that 4 times a year. That year will feel like you've done something, you've lived, and you've took a lot in, and I think that's like how you sort of grow as an adult. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's just how you keep moving on and adapting in life. Because there's definitely people, and I think I've even met them that like you speak to people and they're like stuck in school. They've got no new stories. All the stories are like from about school and stuff. You know what I mean? They're not living now as an adult. They've not took on new stories, and where they sort of did live was school. It's like I don't want to be that. I want to like constantly grow, tell new stories. Just wisdom is what I want. Stories
Yeah,
and be like, oh, I've been here and I've done this. Like, trust me on this. This is how it's best to be. Like, just I want to just grow that way.
yeah. It's a bit like my dad, really. Like he don't travel anywhere, and all of his stories are from his peak of his like 20s and early 30s. But he's not done much in years to warrant any new stories. So we'll be talking and he'll go, "Oh, that reminds me of this one. Fucking 20 years ago, me and my mate did this." And I'll go, "Oh, the one where your car got nicked." And he'll go, "Oh, have I told you before?" And I go, "Yeah." And then another time it'll be like, "Oh, fucking yeah, we did this once. We went down here." And I went, "Oh, you put an hole in that wall." And he's like, "Yeah, have I fucking told you what?" I'm like, "Yeah, you've told me all your stories." Like, it's kind of sad, really. It's like it's time to make some more, man.
Yeah,
You've got those stories and then just nothing else for the past fucking 30 years.
yeah, yeah. It's true. And I had a job interview the other day, and she was like, I like kind of surprised myself with my own answer, but I was like, it's true and authentic from me because it was the first thing I thought of, and it was like the perfect answer. And she was like, what motivates you like every day?" And I was like, "Learning, like learning something new is literally what like motivates me. Like, I'm a fucking depressive cunt, as you know. Like, there's days where I don't want to get out of bed, man. But like, I think like, and in therapy they always say like, "Are you gonna kill yourself?" Basically, and then I go like, "Nah, not this week." And then they say like, "Well, what's stopping you?" And the thing that I think genuinely is like learning and like the FOMO of learning. That's why I think death sucks for me because, like I said, I know there's going to be things that I miss out on and don't see. Like, what about if you never just see humans like go on Mars, man? Like, I want to be around when they do that. Like, that could be within the next 5, 10 years. Like, if I unfortunately came down with a terminal illness and I found out I had like a year left, obviously I'd be gutted and have all the troubles that comes with. But it would be because I'd be like, oh, I won't see that, or I won't experience that. Or if I didn't go to Japan, it'd be like, oh, I never made it to Japan. Like, it's the FOMO of missing out and stuff. And I think that is what sort of keeps me going, man. Is like just learning shit every day. I think that's what I
Yeah,
like to read too.
I feel that itch as well. Like you feel, even though your time's not limited, it feels like shit. I need to get that in, man. Just something itches you like an impulse. Like shit, I need to get that done.
It's because you know you're gonna die. If you live forever, why would you rush to get stuff done? Because you know your time is finite. You think, fuck, I've only got a certain window to that before you're too old and you can't be asked anymore, have the energy. So if you knew you was gonna live forever and be like as useful forever, like why would you rush to get anything done? The only reason you do it is because you know one day you're not gonna be able to.
Yeah, I think that epiphanizes when you get to 30, man. You start to realize how finite time is.
Yeah. Yeah, true. And like I always imagine saying this to like an old person and then going like, fucking hell, man, you don't know how like far you got to go still. Like, wait till you get to 50. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're only 30 and we're talking about it, but I think it's good to have that because there's definitely people out there that don't have that sort of like self awareness or self reflectiveness or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, people don't really look at the bigger picture or even at themselves, like, oh man, where am I in my life? Like, where do I want to be? Like, who am I as a person? Like, where do I want to be as a person? Feel like that. I think a lot of people don't do that enough, to be fair. So, while we are only 30, low 30s, it's good that we're thinking that way now because we kind of have to, because these moments in our lives are quite crucial to set us up for the future. But also, like, it's all relative, isn't it? You speak to a fucking 80-year-old, they're like, "Fuck, I wish I was 30." Like, just live a bit. You know what I mean? Don't worry about what you're doing. Like, worry about it when you're my age. Like, it's all perspective and relative. So, I try not to worry about the actual age too much because you look at fucking footballers that are 16 now and playing in the World Cups and shit, and you think, "Fucking hell, what am I doing?" Like, you can't compare yourself to people at your age or peers. Like, people do it their own pace style there, man. Like, I don't even fucking drive. Like, I'm way
Yeah,
beyond the curve on some shit, like, but I don't care.
yeah, yeah. The time's fleeting, man. I think it's just memories and experiences, man. You gotta lock them in. They're the only fucking things that stay with you.
Exactly, that's why I said I wanna do these trips and go away because those are memories, like, that's living. You're going out and experience the world, like, like your parents and stuff, like, not knowing where certain stuff is and, like, not even wanting to, like you said before, like, your dad just isn't bothered about going to different places, and I hate flying. It's one of my worst fears, but I do it and get over it because I want to know what's on the other side that badly that it makes me overcome my fear. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that I fucking hate every moment of it. And I did it for like 20 hours per fucking way to Japan. That's being trapped in my worst fear for 20 years. But knowing that I'd experience the other side, that's worth it to me. That I overcome my fear that much to experience that. Like, and there's people that just that can't be arsed or don't want to. It's crazy to me. Like, I will literally get over
Yeah.
one of my worst fears to do so, man. Like, just do it. It's the best when you're there.
I just think like, because I've been saying to my dad, like, let's just go traveling somewhere. Like, let's just get to fucking France or Switzerland just for a weekend, like just 4 days or something, just me and you. But you obviously don't want to fly. But I said, let's just fucking drive there. Let's just get the ferry or the train. Like, let's just make some memories. I just think we just don't want to. I just think like, man, why? We're just gonna be dead one day. Don't we want to just say, fuck, we did that together and we did this together? Not like we spent the last fucking 30 years just not doing anything.
Yeah, just repeating the same old stories that you're finishing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I think the cool thing with me and you is that we have a lot of memories and we do call back to them quite often. Like, oh, do you remember when he fucking fell in his head? Or do you remember when we jumped on those fucking pile of mattresses? Like, we call back on stuff. So if we do make some good memories in fucking Buddha, like, we'll be able to call back on them for years, man, and just remember it.
Yeah, and even doing this podcast, these are like technically like memories. Like, I remember that time on the podcast we did this or said that, whatever. Like, I think like we're constantly moving forward. I mean, this is our first like trip going anywhere like properly together. We've done stuff within England, but never like abroad. Like, I've never been on an airplane with you or anything. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
interesting. Um, but yeah, man, I just want to fucking just see and learn as much as I can. Like, I think that's what living is, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, but again, it's perspective. Some people's idea of living in fulfillment and what it is to be human is having a kid, being a parent. But to me, that's my fucking that's hell for me.
yeah,
That's the worst thing I could imagine for myself.
yeah. The shitty trap as well is like kind of working your life away to get to a life where you can enjoy it.
Yeah,
It's like, fuck, I need to get this out of the way and get a good career so I can start fucking traveling and living and enjoying life. And then once you get to the end, it's nearly fucking finished.
yeah, it's a vicious cycle. It's why it's best to live in between those moments, though, isn't it? Like I said, like last year I didn't do anything. The year before I went to Japan, so it was like it was to be expected. Like, okay, we spent a lot of money doing that, trying to save for a house. So next year, that's just that's all we do. But at the end of the year, like I just looked at my year and I was like, man, and because work had stressed me, and that's the whole thing. But I was like, all I've done is work and then stress about it. Like that was my 2025. I was like, that year sucks in retrospective. Like
Yeah.
I haven't hated it going through it. And like, there's obviously times with work and stuff I've been miserable and anxious about my future and career and all that bollocks. But like, that's normal. That's just being an adult and stuff. But I did just think, what the fuck did I do? Like, if someone said to me in like 10 years' time, like, the year 2025 to you meant what? I'd be like, nothing. Like, it was just a year I lived. You know what I mean? And I don't want that. I want years to be like, that was the year I did this, or that was the year that I experienced this, or went there. You know what I mean? I want stories within my
Yeah.
years. I don't want just, like look at my diary, if you will, and be like, it's just all blank pages. I want fucking shit written in there, man. So that's just what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. I think that's why it's good to take pictures and videos and shit, man. To look back, like it's like a little placeholder for a memory, and it just unlocks it. But I heard a weird concept before, which is quite like gets you thinking a little bit. But it was like, don't give up the thing you want for the thing that's meant to get you the thing you want. So like for me, before when I was saying like, oh, I want to work really hard now to just fucking buy myself more time with my family in the future. So like the goal was like more time with my family. So to get there, I went and worked way more hours. And as a result of that, I was at work wasting time with my family. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
it's like the time is fucking here now. Why am I wasting it for the future? It's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like saving money as well. Like I want loads of money, so I'm going to put it all away now, what I've got, so I can have it in the future. It's like the money's right there now. Like you're going to avoid it so it's there later.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard though, because just as black and white as that, you've got to be a responsible adult sometimes, and you've got to just take it on the chin sometimes and have a shit day or put someone else first. And especially in your case, having like a family and that. But yeah, sometimes it is hard to just be like, nah, this is the way I'm sort of doing it now. Like, there ain't a blueprint for any of it, is there? You know what I mean? You're either lucky in some respects and, you can do whatever you want in your life because you got the resources, or you have to fucking graft for it and sort of cherry pick your moments. And, that's the majority of people. But I think it's more that I make sure I cherry pick the moments and make sure the moments I cherry pick are worth it. Like I said, like I ain't gonna save and then go to India and then have like 2 weeks there and just be shitting. You know what I mean? Like I'll be like, fuck, I've wasted. I could have just had that money and gone somewhere else, like the Maldives or something, and just had a better fucking experience. So it's more about just cherry picking and just going to places where I'm like, man, I'm fucking glad I did that this year and all that type of stuff. And it's just, you don't know what you're missing. Like, what about if we go there and I try certain food? I was like, that's my new favorite food or something. Like, that's what living is, man. You gotta go and just try some shit.
Yeah, it is. And that's why I just jump between jobs and talk to people, like random people, and try new things and just go to places and get outside your comfort zone and just fucking break barriers. Like, that's how you just shape yourself and do the research yourself.
Yeah, because someone could tell you like, oh man, I went to Japan and it was amazing. You gotta try this. You gotta go there and that. And like, you could be like, oh, that sounds cool. But until you go and you really experience it, you're like, oh, I get it. Like, that's when it really clicks for you. Like, oh, I understand. Like, you can hear about it and get excited about aspects of things and things that you know is going to be there and whatever. But until you really experience it, that's when you're like, ah, I get it.
Yeah. It's kind of like if you've ever read a movie review or something, or like a Rotten Tomatoes thing for a film and it gets like a 60%, but you watch it anyway and you fucking love it. It's like if you just paid attention to that and just avoided that film just because of someone else said, you wouldn't have fucking loved it.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, that's why you can't look at that stuff sometimes. And like, I will do it. Like, I'll look at reviews and stuff, but usually after, if I see something like that I've been looking forward to and I'm seeing it's getting a bunch of shit reviews, I'll pay attention. I'm like, oh fuck, what have they done? But usually sometimes I'll go and I'll watch it anyway, and I'm like, like I get some of the criticism, but like I enjoyed that still. Um, but yeah, I think what the problem is with it sometimes is that it'll point something out that you would have been happy to look over if you just watched it without that knowledge. But because they've put that idea in your head, you see it and it can ruin that experience. So it is sometimes better to just step up. It is better to just not look at stuff, to be fair, and just go in yourself. Make your own mind up an opinion of it. Unless it is like a game or something. Because like I said, like if you spend £80 on a game and it's shit, you want to know before you spend your money. Sometimes reviews are good for that. But it is good to
Which
just
I,
make your own mind of it. Yeah, Wu Chang was. To be fair, I got that off Game Pass, so I don't have to pay for that. So you buy that, you did, didn't you? Ooh,
yeah.
that's a tough one.
Yeah, man, it was 45 quid. I got a good fucking 50 minutes out of it.
Yeah, true. If that's like a prostitute fucking rate, that's pretty good going, eh?
Yeah, I've had worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of
Yeah.
like growing and learning new shit and stuff, as you know, I went to see fucking Professor Brian Cox on Monday. That was fucking sick, man. But like, I wanted to ask you because we've been to a couple of comedy gigs now together, and you've like even said sometimes that like you'll find it funny, but you're not someone that like would like laugh out loud at something, and like because it's a different dynamic, and it was basically like a physics lecture that I went to go see live. Like, how do you think you'd feel about that, man? Do you think you'd be bored with your fucking pinball ADHD in your brain, or do you think like you'd lock in and like find it really interesting?
Nah, I think I'd enjoy it because I think it'd be like more of a quiet crowd and everyone's just concentrating. I don't
Yeah.
know, man. With comedy crowds, I just get taken out of the show, man. It's too distracting having everyone around me laughing. Like, I don't
Especially when
know.
went to see Jim Norton and there was that woman at the front that was just like, wait, and like chatting, like she was a big fat cunt, man. I
That
hated her, man.
fucking megalodon in the
I
front row,
hate her.
man.
And she kept saying like, you can fuck me, you can sleep with me. And I was like, fucking hell, bitch. And it's so funny that I tweeted at Jim Norton after that as well, and he like retweeted me. I was like, yeah, she's a fucking big one, but she was a good egg. Like it's so
Yeah.
funny that he was probably like livid at her as well. But yeah, they ruin it. They ruin the experience. But like, no one's gonna fucking heckle him in a moment like that. You know what I mean? Like if you're
Yeah.
heckling Brian Cox, you're a real asshole. You know what I mean?
Nah, I think I'd enjoy going to something like that because it wouldn't be like a cringy crowd. You know what I mean? It'd be like it'd just be an interesting kind of fucking event, man.
Yeah, it was genuinely amazing. Like I love the dude anyway. So much so. Well, it was very close. I know you've seen the footage. Like I literally was like a few fucking feet away from him. But now I'm going to actually see him again later in the year in October that we booked after seeing this, but it's like his proper tour, and we're quite far out now. Like, and it feels like it's going to be like a better experience because it's a bigger show and stuff. But never so much far away. And it's less intimate. It's like it's still going to be cool, but I'm kind of spoiled by the close, intimate show where I'm like, it was literally like being in a classroom with him, like, and he was like lecturing like he does. But yeah, I'm even going to see him again this year. So that's twice this year at least. I'm gonna be like, I saw Brian Cox, so I'm already trying to liver stuff, but I'd recommend doing something like that, man. Like it's really good. Like it's genuinely like moving. Like it gets you in the feels, man. But like, because it's real stuff. You know what I mean?
No, I respect it though, man. I like to see people just doing the shit they like and just enjoying it, no matter the fucking thoughts of someone else.
Tell you what, though,
Like
man.
it's just go on.
Don't know what's going on with me. I must be in like I'm going to like therapy and shit. I'm in like my man period stage or something. But I almost fucking cried the other day at a fucking Jimmy Carr reel, man. Like that shit got me in the feels. It was like, like he puts up posts of like him just heckling, or he texts like a lot of stuff from the audience. Like someone tell me something, or whatever. And it was someone. He was like reading like like he gets like text to like a phone. And he reads them like on a screen, whatever. And it
Yeah,
was
I've seen
like,
that.
oh, like my wife passed away, and I'm here without it for the first time. And we go to all your shows and that. And he said, oh, can you find out there? Can you put the lights on? He goes like chats to him in the audience, and I was like, almost crying. And I was like, man, this is too real for me. Like. I just felt like such a little bitch. I was like, man, like I never get like hit in the feels. I like really feel shit, but I'm starting to, man. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. If this is what people feel every day, I'm glad to be numb, man.
Softening up. Do you think it's because your work's kind of eased off a little bit now, so maybe your fucking just emotions are fucking leveling back out or something?
No, I think it's because I'm still like unhappy in a lot of ways that like I'm bottling everything up, so it's got to come out somewhere. It's either like lose my fucking shit at my job and call everyone cunts and just freeze me my laptop at them, or it's fucking or it's just Jimmy Carr reels. You know what I mean? It's got to come out somewhere. So,
Yeah.
and it's going well at work at the moment, like you said. So it is, and also like it's it ain't got to come out there. Like it's better if it comes out somewhere else, so that I can keep being productive there, type of thing. But yeah, I never get like feeling all like choked up like lump in your throat at anything, man. Like even at sad fucking movies, they never get me. But a fucking Jimmy Carr reel almost got me to my knees, man.
Fucking short form content was feeling you.
It was, and because I like Jimmy Carr obviously anyway, and I watched it, but I do dislike the sort of short form content of most things. To be fair, it's ironic 'cause we put short out, but like I don't like them for the most part because they're a bit, they're a bit brain rotty. You know what I mean? As the term is, and
Yeah.
they're usually clickbaity or it's just fucking AI slop as they call it. And when it's comedy, it's usually just crowd work stuff because that's big at the moment, and I don't like it because that's not my type of comedy, and it's not indicative of the show. And I think it's also a problem for comedians because people then go to those shows and think it's like a fucking back and forth conversation because that's what they post. But it's actually going up there going jokes like, oh, it's not how I saw on the reels and stuff.
Mm.
So I genuinely dislike short form content for the most part. To be fair,
Yeah. It's kind of like you said before. I kind of watch it like reels and stuff and scroll, but I try to have the mind frame of like, I mean, the frame of mind of like, I ain't addicted here. Like I ain't sucked in. I'm choosing to watch this. Like I just stop watching if I wanted. You know what I mean? I try and play it off like I ain't fucking sucked in, but I am. But I'm watching it like nah, you ain't got me. I just want to watch because I'm bored. But really, it's fucking got me. Like,
yeah, like in the store by me. So I go in and on the counter sometimes there's Pokemon cards, and I go and I check because he doesn't always have them. And yesterday I saw it and it was like brain rot meme cards, man. I was like,
oh
bought a pack and I was opening them and I'd never even heard of them. And they were just so cringy and they was such bad quality. And I thought, like, it's so funny that brain rot's even become like its own sort of
yeah.
like thing to market and monetize. Like, really, it's just monetizing fucking melting people's minds, man.
It's funny you say that because like stuff like I mean, it's kind of the same like frame of mind as I was on about just, but when I'm at the front waiting to buy something at a counter and they just put all the fucking snacks and shit around there, like I kind of refuse to grab that kind of stuff because it's like
It's
that's
there
kind of
to
like
get that.
it's like a physical algorithm. Like, yeah, I'm right here, man. Just grab me, man. Get a little snack, you know. I think the guy behind the counter's gonna think, yeah, it's fucking got you. That is.
Yeah. And it does get me from time to time because I'll see it and I think, fuck you. Like I will just do
Yeah.
it. Or sometimes it's because it's like limited edition. The only thing that hasn't got me and I refuse to be like, nah, I ain't getting into that one is the boy chocolate. I keep
I
seeing
keep
that
seeing that.
occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never gonna do it. I don't know. I've heard,
Pistachio and
yeah,
shit.
I've heard it's nice and it's like green and fluffy on the inside. It doesn't look appealing, but I've known people who have tried it and they said it is really good, but it ain't getting me, man.
I
That's
think
something that's gonna have to be
I
offered to me, not me buying.
yeah, I think it's a bit oily, man.
You tried it?
Nah.
A bit oily. I get it. Fucking shit that is, man.
Yeah, but like, yeah, for me, it's like, yeah, in fucking like Primark and stuff, man, they have like, when the queue going out, they put like all fucking sweets on the bottom because they know you're going to be standing there with your kid. And your
Yeah.
kid's going to fucking try and grab all the sweets and shit. It's like, you've actually built it so my kid's right there. Dirty bastards.
Yeah, one of the most genius things in like the modern era is definitely marketing, eh? Like some of the stuff that they do, like I think, you fucking clever motherfuckers. Like, and you know,
Yeah.
it's just some twats in a fucking like office, and she'd be like, oh, where can we get people to click this or do this? Like, some of them are really like smart and predatory, and some are just in your face. Some are subtle, and I think, oh, you fucking cheeky cunt. Like, yeah, I think marketing's really like powerful, and it clearly fucking works. That's why like
And
TikTok shops are like huge as fuck, and people buying just shit from there, man. Temu, same thing.
yeah. And you'll have it just because everything's so predictable and everything's just there to trap you. Like even on like Instagram, where you're flicking through stories, you'll get an ad and like the shop button or something's like down in the bottom right corner because they know that's where you're going to be flicking next in the stories. It's like you
Yeah,
fucking place that there.
yeah, perfectly. They know exactly what they're doing, man. They're knobs.
Yep.
They are
Yeah, man.
knobs. I always wonder, like, on like porn, like the advertisements they on there, it's always like a casino, or like, you know, and it says like you get to skip in like 5 seconds, and some of it's for like, you know, they're like cam show business, but like I wonder, like it's always casinos and stuff. Obviously, it has to make sense. It can't be like PG friendly stuff that advertises on there because only adults are technically on there. So like, but what's the correlation between like wanking and be like, oh yeah, I've got money to bet as well? You know what I mean? Like, I wonder why that. It's like, you know, the people that do the keys, they also do shoes. You think, where's the fucking correlation there? It's all like betting and porn. Like, what's the thing that it's like? Oh, when you bust a nut, come fucking spend some dosh. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, you ain't gotta pay for porn anymore. Come spend it here.
Always bet on black.
Yeah, especially
Start
my
roaming the
categories.
ebony category, yeah, man.
Those adverts are weird as well. They're fucking all AI and stuff like that. Create your own AI good and stuff like who's doing that, man? And who's clicking that?
It's always the like the funny like cartoon like 3D animated ones for me where it's like a 20-foot dick like going into a throat. You know what I mean? It's just disappearing.
People obviously love that, man. I remember once we was in high school, and I ain't gonna mention him, but I think you remember his name. I remember I used
I
to
know
walk.
already.
I used to walk on with him, and sometimes, like in life, like we've probably done it where, like, you just think, like, I can confide in this dude, and you can just be like, yo, you ever do this? And then usually you're like, oh, I've done that, yeah, and you're like, yeah, yeah, and you have a little talk about it. But I think he asked me like what porn I watch. He was like, what category do you watch or anything? And he was, I'll say this, he was a small Indian fella. Like, and I'm talking like he was tiny, like even in high school. And I'm just said like, yeah, I'm just into like normal stuff. Like I don't really go on and choose a category. I just scroll until I find a thumbnail that ticks my boxes, and I think, fuck it. And he was like, yeah, he was like, you ever like watch cartoon porn and that? And I went, oh no, not really. And he was like, I could see that he was hoping that he'd be like, yeah, man, me too. But then he started talking about that he like likes it from time to time, and I was like, he's still around that. But I was like, so he's one of the motherfuckers, especially then, because you'd go on Pornhub and he'd be like Peter Griffin, fucking Marge Simpson and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And he'd be like, he's the motherfucker that clicks them. Because I'd see those advertisements and think, who's pressing them?
And I remember you telling me his secret like the same day.
Yeah, like, you never guess what he told me, man.
Yeah, but like, yeah, like now that wouldn't shock me at all now, but back then that was pretty fucking out there, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about like fetishes and stuff as you get older, because the stuff that like I guess would be considered a fetish back then, like in my teen years and stuff that I thought was like hot, and like now I'd still find it attractive, but like you kind of outgrow them a little bit. Maybe it's because you come in contact with them, it's less of a fancy because you've experienced it. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like if you fantasize about something and go there.
I think you outgrow them or go all in.
Yeah, probably, yeah. I've never really gone all in on mine, to be honest. And I'm quite thankful that I'm not into like weird shit either, thankfully, because
Just the rolling pin.
yeah, just a rolling pin. But like anything outside of that, fuck that.
Yeah. Should we wrap it up because I've got about 3 minutes of headset battery left.
Yeah, let's do it, man. It's been a good episode anyway. Do you think it got a bit fucking deep though? People might have fucking fell asleep or wanted to kill themselves after all this.
I think it was deep, but it was like it was upbeat deep, weren't it? It weren't like fucking sad.
I don't know. I don't know if it's doom and gloom or people like, yeah, that's a good conversation. But if right, fuck you.
You bought the ticket. You're on the fucking roller coaster now, man.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. If you've listened this far in, that's on you, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you were fucking probably on the M5. Like, man, I wish I could fucking stop for a sec to turn this off.
Yeah. Either way, man. Fucking peace.
Peace.
Peace.